Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'm watching The Sopranos Season 6, Episode 6. Let's go! What a yard. Wow, with all full-grown trees. And yet he can't relax. It's a normal reaction. What?
I'm laying out. You coming?
UV index is 10.
He lives.
Is that all you ever think about? Sex?
You haven't fucked me in over a year.
Blood sugar.
Ooh, yeah. If it's happening, that's one thing. But then I would want to wonder, like, what is going on? Is there something going on? Health-wise, maybe? Mentally, maybe? Or he likes them boys.
Boy, hey.
He's still there.
About the other day.
After the beating.
Take it.
Thanks.
I thought you need to say thank you after someone beat you up.
Never should have raised my hands to you. I'm sorry.
As long as you realize.
Well, now we all know that Tony's still very strong.
I saw my cousin this week. It turns out he ran into a friend of yours, the big guy, Vito.
Here it comes.
He was in a fag bar.
Get the fuck out.
Christopher. Amazing.
Vito spat 4 is an ass muncher. Oh!
That's a new word.
Vito was spotted in a fag bar in New York.
By who?
Yeah, but then he disappeared.
He's a married man.
What a go mine.
Right, so he also has a Gumar? Okay, so he is actively with women. Not his wife, so maybe not with the Gumar either.
He saw Vito holding hands with a guy in nipple rings.
You're leaving out the best part.
His dress up.
A motorcycle outfit, like the guy in the Village People with the leather hat and the vest.
The ring! I feel like that is the funniest part.
Chaps, too.
Although if that's what you like, that's what you like, right? No judgment. I just think the ring is funny.
Well, let's take this in the back.
Yeah, that's what Vito did.
You can go.
Oh, he's having too much fun with that.
I fucking called it. Long time ago.
What?
You know Vito was a Rick Hill.
Yes.
You know, he called me the other night.
He was fucking fishing. See if we heard.
He's right.
I'm not gonna condemn the man off the water, some fucking douchebag from Yonkers.
I wonder if the problem is that he's into men, or is the problem that he's married while he's into men?
One of my bar girls knows his Gumad.
I feel like the first thing, because they're all married and they don't care about Gumars.
Actually, it was a family from Afghanistan who fled the Taliban and sweated out visa lotteries in a refugee camp and hold down 3 jobs. You think it's funny?
Yeah, it's not funny.
Well, you don't relate to black people clinging to logs.
You want to chill out about some of this.
I think it's nice that she cares about others and is aware of how privileged she's grown up. But I can imagine that after 9/11,
I don't know, Al-Qaeda's, something like that.
suddenly everybody that's a Muslim is in Al-Qaeda.
I don't think so. Plus, Muhammad and his girlfriend have a dog.
The reasoning that you have to condemn or not condemn someone is so interesting. After this show, suddenly everybody gets a dog just to be sure. It's interesting to see like what is being said in the aftermath of what happened in certain groups of people.
Vito, the fuck you doing?
Tony's looking for you.
Uh-oh, the principal wants to see you.
You go ahead and I'll follow you.
Oh, he won't. I am scared for him. Like, I didn't like him before, but I feel like this shouldn't be something that puts him in danger, right? So this really sucks for him.
I hear Fat Vito's been riding up the Hershey Highway.
Where'd you get that?
I can imagine that road travel's quick.
People went to see him. He was down the shore with his gumad.
So it's bullshit then.
It's nice that they're kind of defending him
As soon as he saw him, he took off like a bat on a hill.
towards the outside world at this
You
point.
didn't hear it from me.
I can imagine there's also a big difference for some people between the sexual feelings that you feel and the loving feelings that you feel. He could still love his wife very deeply, and then that's completely disconnected from his sexual desires. Oh man, he is so out of luck. Fuck! Yeah, that's the right word. Come on, man. What are the odds when you're like trying to run with his little trolley? Might want to put the gun away, yes.
We have rooms. We usually don't get walk-ins.
This guy's like soaking wet. Unless you're like scared for your safety, I'd just be like, oh my god, come in, come in.
It's 140, breakfast included, MasterCard or Visa.
140? Is that for one night?
This is for you.
Have a good night.
Oh, she's so sweet. Nice place. Oh, meanwhile, I'd completely forgotten about this.
Just over at the house. Everything is gone.
That's awful, Mel.
You don't know anything about this.
You left it there to rot.
I don't believe this.
Oh, this
With
is
my
bad.
husband on his deathbed. It was your fault the permits were denied in the first place.
Oh, you're a broken record, for God's sake.
Okay.
No, let her go. I've had a lifetime of her bullshit.
Like, I get that it's annoying that she wouldn't be doing the stuff that she promised to do, but there were circumstances that are quite interfering with life.
How'd you guys make out in the storm?
We lost our lights in the middle of cold case. I thought we were gonna have to talk to each other or read a book.
Oh no, not talk to each other. Blech.
You don't say hello to your uncle?
Hey, Uncle Sil.
Vito.
Of course he's named Vito, right?
How's things going with you guys? In the romance department?
Oh my god. Would you ever answer that question? I cannot imagine.
What's this all about?
One of our guy friends asked me how our romance department is doing.
Vito's a good father and a loving husband. He's got a Kumar, I know all about it.
She probably must know that something's up, right? But she probably thinks it's her because there is a Gumar. If she would figure out that he's also not sleeping with the Gumar.
I'm telling you, I'm around a lot of women. That one ain't getting laid.
She's not getting laid. The fact that she says there is a Gumar is kind of like admitting that nothing's going on with you, but you think something's going on with someone else.
Hello?
Vito? Put Vito on the phone, asshole.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Hang on a sec.
Gotta put it under.
Hello?
This conversation escalated quite quick.
Motherfucker.
Can I just get some prosciutto melon to go? I'm sorry, guys. I gotta get back.
She's a busy lady.
No, the quarter panel from the La Sabre, I said.
What was Carmela thinking there?
He's a fag.
And?
My god, imagine if you're sitting in the waiting room and you're like...
They're born that way, right? It's not their fault. I think they go about in pity for themselves.
I don't think they see it as a fault.
Oh, this is uncomfortable to watch.
How do you feel about homosexuality?
I think we can
I find it disgusting.
guess his answer.
Every fucking TV show now, they rub your nose in it.
But it's crazy, I feel like, in a sense, times have changed so much and that's so good. Then sometimes some of the things he's saying have not changed at all and that's quite scary.
I agree with that senator at Sanatorium. Says if we let this stuff go too far, pretty soon we'll be fucking dogs.
Whoa, that's a jump.
Him and me were in the construction business. Now some of these union old-timers, the contractors, they're not going to want to be seen with him.
I do feel like Tony would be fine with it if it wasn't that everybody knew and want him gone.
A lot of your circle must have done jail time. They can't be strangers to male-male sexual contact.
Oh, she's getting there. Yeah, but
You're gonna
that's
pass for that.
different. Yeah, see, I knew it.
Well, that's nice.
Would you be fucking dogs then as well?
There's no women there. You're there 5, 10 years.
There's so many rules, right, about what is okay and what is not okay. It's very interesting.
Just for the record, my incarceration was very short term, so I never had any need for any anal, You think I'm lying, don't you? About when I was in jail.
She doesn't give a damn about what you did in jail. He's a bit defensive. She has the best face. Just like, no info.
Who gives a shit? When I had a second chance, well, why shouldn't he?
Part of your new outlook?
I love this because he really has the opinion that he needs to have because it's the opinion of his social group. But in fact, he actually doesn't care.
You can talk about every day being a gift and stopping to smell the roses. But regular life's got a way of picking away at it. Your house, the shit you own, it drags you down.
It drags you down? Your house drags you down?
Just trying to work a cell phone menu is enough to make you scream.
How long has it been since he every day is a gift? How long has it been?
Vitamin E. My facialist said to help get the red out.
Look at her.
You were right about my uncle, Carl. I bought this all on myself.
You did not. Don't ever think that.
It's nice, right? Because she could be like, told ya. Yeah, sometimes you guess, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong.
You never once said I told you so.
Oh my god, that's what I just said. It's nice that she's not doing that.
Accentuate the positive. I wanted you to get better.
And in the end, it doesn't matter, right? If she's right or wrong. It's just sad that it happened.
I stood by Junior through all his jealousy and trying to prove I'm a good guy. My mother couldn't hate a good boy like that.
Oh, that is such a confession.
Imagine lying next to a guy 15 years and all the time he's been playing for the pink team.
Who
told you. Tony swore me to secrecy.
Everybody knows.
Those children. Imagine when they find out their father's a Fanook.
I'm gonna say though that I've heard a lot of words today that I've never heard before. I just assume that they're all really bad, right?
Still Vito? I mean, he'd be like the last one you'd suspect.
Who would you suspect?
Suspect of what? I can probably guess.
Excuse me?
How many people have been suspecting this? Like, I don't get why.
Finn saw him giving some guy a blowjob.
What?
Right, it's true. They do. She actually knows because of Finn. Good morning, Tony. Here's a story for you.
Oh, it's Dr. Yankum.
Funny.
Fortunately, Finn here's got some bad news, so listen up.
He's gonna tell everybody?
Thanks.
Oh no. Let's sit all around the campfire and tell nice stories.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. In this group, he's lucky that he's the boss's future son-in-law, right? That does give him some protection. Christopher's face.
When the security guard was sucking him off.
Well, once it was the other way around. Vito was blowing the security guard.
Son of a bitch! Catching, not pitching.
So I guess that's even worse. There's probably like levels of bad for them.
Get yourself a sandwich, any kind you like, huh? Soda.
The next discussion is not for your tender ears.
I want to kill the fat faggot myself. Be a fucking honor.
Damn.
Cut off his piece of deal and feed it to him.
He's gotta go.
Really gonna kill him over this?
Wanna think about it.
What the fuck? What is there to think about?
You gonna take care of his kids? How after he's gone?
It's true. They didn't do nothing.
It's also not their problem, right? It's been happening for a long time already. But yeah, I guess they're like status and all of that, but...
When he was always talking about greasing the union, who knew that's what he meant?
Oh boy.
Vito was seen in a car with a man.
Oh man. Your whole world upside down.
The idea of it repulses me so much. Where do you think he might have gone, honey? So we can get him back here. Get him to do something about it.
Yikes. Don't play her like that.
Angie here?
In the office.
Man, I think it so many times, right? But she always looks on point.
But if you're busy,
This will just take another sec.
okay, sure.
Yeah, she's onto something.
Well, you know, Angie's put money on the street.
Well, she's got enough money to do that, huh? No, she's pretty successful with that body shop, so.
Is there jealousy?
She's one of us. Now it's like she's one of them.
Ooh, interesting. I wonder where that's going, honestly.
Replacing Vito. Guys respect you across the board. You've done real good with the ports.
I don't know what to say.
It's quite sad, right, that you get that promotion because someone else's sexuality.
The guys at Vito's crew, they say if he was to come back, they refuse to take orders from him.
Well, it's not their fucking decision who they work with.
Ooh, he's like, don't push my buttons.
Fucking Vito, through sheer hard work, turned himself into my best earner. I don't even know if I'd have the new boat without him.
He was gonna stab you so hard in the back, though. Oh, like, I hate him being punished for this. But if only Tony knew the whole story.
These other guys feel an effort should be made to find him and put him down for the honor of the family.
Was nobody aware that who was it that he was working with? Was it Paulie? Somebody's gonna tell him, like, Tony, did you know that he was ready to fill your spot?
A sin.
Let's be honest with ourselves here. We all know Vito's not the first.
Who do they know this about?
It's 2006. There's pillow biters in the special forces.
The amount of words they have for this is colorful.
Now, you cut Vito slack, just the excuse people need to go off the reservation. Start withholding serious money.
Yeah, so he has no other choice because of the business.
Meadow Soprano.
Tony Soprano's kid.
Oh, that is immediately like a stamp on her.
Did you by any chance talk to the building inspector about my house?
Shit, I forgot.
Oh, dude, come on. She sat next on your bed for a long time, wiping some vitamin on your scar.
White-collar criminals can destroy people's lives and steal their pensions, and it's no big deal to you.
You know what? Bad subject.
Yeah, I feel like this might not lift the mood.
Why are you picking a fight?
I'm not, but you're slamming my family. I don't know.
It's so hard because her family is such an open goal to be criticized and slammed. Of course, he loves them, so...
I was in the back of a butcher shop ratting out a guy I don't really even know. They were gonna meet it out themselves.
This is untenable.
Yeah, this relationship, that is gonna be really hard. Because he kind of needs to love her no matter what with her family, while she also kind of is in denial about what her family is, which makes it even harder. If she would admit it, that this is what is going on, then maybe they can move forward. But she's like, I don't know.
This is nice.
Well, you've got a good eye. It's the most expensive piece in the store.
Damn, I'd be really like, oh, okay. It's like it just grew up in the wrong context, right? It's just sad. If he has a natural eye for art and he loves men, and in certain places that would be totally a-okay, and in some places it just wouldn't. I remember talking to my husband's grandmother, and I was saying like my parents got divorced in 97, and I grew up in a village. And so I was the only one whose parents were divorced, and it was big like taboo. And I love how she was like 97, but like she lived in the city, and she was like everyone was getting divorced in 97. So it just shows you how certain things are socially acceptable in certain places in certain times, and some things are not, and that it must be really shitty if you happen to be in a certain circumstance while you fall out of the social norms of that time and place, while in other times and places it's accepted, and even worse if it's nowhere near accepted, right? I think it's so interesting because they're all about being manly and all of that, but then if you go back to what are we looking at? Greece, ancient Greece, all men were doing it with men. So it's so weird how these rules change through time. And yeah, I struggle with this one because I really don't like Vito as a person. How he was trying to go after Tony. I'm surprised that wasn't brought up today. I thought that with Tony hesitating on how to act, somebody would have called out that Vito was trying to go around his back. Carmela did as well, right? When he was in the hospital. I remember now, I think it was him and Paulie, right? Because him and Paulie were in the elevator looking all ugh when they had to hand over the money to her. But I do really feel bad for how he's not just being socially excommunicated, but how they want him gone completely. I also wonder how many of these guys personally actually care, or how many of them are outraged because they feel like they socially have to be outraged. Just as Tony was saying to Melfi, he was like, yeah, I actually don't give a shit. But because all the other captains and the business partners and nobody wants to work with him, that's why you're outraged. And then you wonder how much everybody's just being outraged, although they don't feel outraged, just because they need to look like the manliest man out there. But then I think it is important to think about, okay, you're gonna whack him, but he has kids and a wife, and you don't even know what she wants to do, because I feel like this might be a whole shock to your system. We cannot know their relationship. They've been together a long time. Maybe she had her doubts. Maybe she felt it coming. Maybe she's okay. I feel like we're growing up and working in family law, and you would really be surprised what kind of arrangements people have within their marriages that works for them. And if she's like, no, this doesn't work for me, maybe she's fine with just a kind divorce. I don't know. I feel like his family should also be taken into account in this, and not like, oh, as a business we don't like this, so bye, and then suddenly these kids don't have a dad anymore. I wouldn't want my husband to get killed over this. I say it so many times and I feel like I'm a broken record, but I love how this show tackles every subject, as uncomfortable it many times is to watch. I've heard a lot of words today that I never heard before, and I don't even know exactly what they mean, but I'm guessing they're slurs. But maybe it's good that I don't know what they mean, because that hopefully means they're not being used anymore. It's a long time ago, but it's also not that long ago, right? I was full on a teenager in 2006. This is crazy. I went to law school in 2010, and I feel like a lot of men were into men. So in that sense, I feel like 2010 here, from what I remember, it was super acceptable. And that's not that many years off from 2006. But then again, I do think the context of their social group probably influences this one a lot. Interesting episode once again. I do wonder what's gonna happen. I fear for Vito's life, and I feel like Tony's gonna get pressured as the boss to make the decision that his crew wants. And I think that if he goes against his crew in this one, he's gonna be in real trouble. So we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. As always, you can find the full length reaction over on Patreon. I also post early access on Patreon, so if you cannot wait for the next reactions, the edited versions, those are already available on Patreon as well. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!